So let me just say that Outriders is in a sweet spot right now. A highly anticipated game after Cyberpunk 2077 flopped and Godfall was just horrible. Now listen to this anomaly. Cyberpunk 2077 was announced shortly after the Xbox One and PS4 release. We thought it might come out then, but no. Everyone had to wait 8 years until after the whole era. All the games and memories developed with those games in that era. We didn't know when Cyberpunk would release, and at that time, those consoles were considered next gen, which made that game one of the highest anticipated games in history in many people's minds, which turned out to be the worst launch in history. Now that's an anomaly. And by the way, this isn't an angry rant about Cyberpunk. There are hundreds of videos already talking about that. But this is just an observation of how crazy that is and why it now makes Outriders the next go-to big game release. Now Outriders is not without its delays. It's been delayed in the past, and in fact, it just got delayed again until April, I believe. The devs, People Can Fly, probably want to be extra careful after Cyberpunk. There's a lot of pressure on them to deliver, but from where I stand, the development team is doing everything right. Number one, there'll be a demo we can play so that we can know what we're getting ourselves into. Another great move they're making is that they'll have cross-play out the gate, so everyone can play with everyone. You know how long I've wanted that? Did you know Destiny will be also enabling cross-play starting this year? Which probably means a lot of other development teams will follow. Number three, Outriders will have a full game for us upon release. No DLC, no microtransactions, it won't be a live service game. Now, I personally don't have a problem with microtransactions. I'm one that thinks that, well, if I want it, I'll buy it. Simple as that. But for a lot of other people, they don't like them. They feel like it's a paywall or something. But with the game being released as a full game, it feels like to me that they're going with a grassroots approach. Remember those days where we had a full gameplay experience when there was no DLC and no microtransactions? So if a game came out back then and it was great, then it was etched in the history books because there was nothing the devs can do like, updates and fix bugs. The game just came as is. And if the game was bad, it was just bad. But Outriders will be offering that along with an entire separate in-game. That's what it's all about nowadays, at least for me. Because after going through the campaign, it's not enough. I need something else to do, whether it's a different mode of PvP, something to grind, I want there to be PvP, but the game seems like it has a lot already coming. And I've been playing PvP so much lately that maybe it is a time for me to take a break. I came here from The Division 2. The developers are Ubisoft and Massive. They've just partnered with Disney to create an open world Star Wars game. So I have no idea what's about to happen there. And for the future, I have my eyes set on Outriders. I've been looking at it for a while now, and I'm sure you know that The Division 2 is a game that's centered around builds, putting weapons and skills together to create different playstyles. So that is one aspect I'm looking forward to mostly in Outriders. The devs from Outriders even took a shot at Division, saying that it's a simple game. So I'm gonna have to see what Outriders has to offer in comparison to Division. I can't make that claim yet. From what I've seen so far, Outriders has a lot to offer. Take this for example. The skill tree is awesome and allows you to diversify with nodes, enabling you to traverse into different areas. You're never locked into one specific path. So if you're a pyromancer, you can use attributes on the skill tree related to a devastator. You still need to use a particular class that fits that attribute in order to take full advantage of its potential, which means that the class you pick matters. So you have an identity, no pun intended. This is only the beginning, and after the skill tree, there are mods, weapons, and gear, all of which will allow you to synergize in ways that will make your builds unique. But I'll get into those in detail in my future Outriders videos. As I said, this is a game I'm bringing to my channel and look forward to covering it. Next video, I'll talk about skills and how they'll complement possible weapons that are used with them. An introductory of how to start creating builds, and once the demo is released, we'll really have a better understanding of what the game looks like. That'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on my next one. Until then, be right out.